Oh my goodness, guys, I had like the best idea. And it literally just popped in my head, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, let's just do a short video. And you know what's so funny? I always say short video, and then it's not short. But let's try our best, okay? Because this isn't like a discussion video, not really. It's literally just an idea, and I think it'd be really, really fun. But we've been seeing, and I think the trend is that a lot of books are being made into shows and movies. I think that like Hollywood or whichever wood, depending on where you are, they've just run out of ideas. They really have run out of ideas. That's why we've been seeing a lot of shows being rebooted, even like movies being rebooted. We've been seeing like sequels to movies that wrapped up fairly well, that we're just like, why are you bringing this back? And we're kind of just like dreading the shows and the movies to come, because we're just like, this is gonna suck. Because let's be honest, most reboots suck. Like, we're not going to debate that. Most reboots suck. So I think that's why like a lot of like studios and producers and all that, they're going to books, because books have an established audience who obviously want to see their favorite stories be made into, an actual movie or, a TV series, because we always ask for it. So we've been seeing a lot of that. And I feel like they have done a fairly good job. I had to stop myself there because that's a bit of a lie. Because I gave like a brief kind of like review of what I thought of Project Hail Mary, because I finally read the book and the movie's on Prime, so I started watching it, and I think I'm still only 15 minutes in, because I've not touched it. Because after reading that book, and I love that book so much, it was so amazing to me. I do love sci-fi, so yeah. And then I started the movie, and I immediately went, "What the heck is this? What the heck is this?" And obviously, we've been discussing the whole debacle of Children of Blood and Bone, but we've mainly been discussing the drama, not really the book itself. And beyond that, we're gonna go back to that, by the way. But beyond that, there was the Wuthering Heights adaptation that I did not watch, and I won't even lie, I don't think I'm going to, because Wuthering Heights is one of my favorite books. When it came out, I saw the trailer and I was just like, what the heck is that? Like, you could just tell, especially if you've read the book, you could tell from that trailer that it was gonna be a pile of mess. Like, you could just tell that they were going to ruin that. And then I saw like a post from someone who read the book, who were just like, this is not the same movie as this is not the same story as the book. And I'm just like, I knew it, so I didn't even bother. But yeah, I know that there's going to be I'm pretty sure another Pride and Prejudice adaptation, I believe. And then I believe there's going to be a Sense and Sensibility adaptation. The thing is, I've watched most of the Pride and Prejudice adaptations, because that is, I feel like, yeah, that's it's one of my faves from Jane Austen. It's so funny because most people who have read Jane Austen, they're just like, yeah, obviously Pride and Prejudice. But Sense and Sensibility, I think, is going to take like the audience by storm, because I think most people are used to Pride and Prejudice, and so they're just like, oh yeah, normal. We know the stories, we know the characters, da 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 da. But I don't think most people would have read or would have heard about Sense and Sensibility, or would have bothered to really look into it. I think the funny thing is, I think there has been an adaptation for Sense and Sensibility, but I don't think I've seen that one. But anyway, I'm losing the plot. But essentially, there seems to be a lot of adaptations coming out. Now, this channel, yeah, I know it's usually like commentary. We're discussing things happening in the bookish world, our opinions, fun, la da 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 da. And I kept saying, yeah, I'm gonna go back to like discussing books and da 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 da, and I haven't done it. But I think it'll be really, really fun for like me to read and discuss with you guys. As in, like, the thing is, I've read all of these books that are coming, I've read the books of all the movies that are coming out. But I think it'd be fun to kind of like, because I'm planning to do a reread of all of them. Because, for example, for Children of Blood and Bone, it's been years, and I was explaining to my friend the plot of the story, because he saw the trailer and he was just like, oh, this looks interesting, and he knew it was a book, and he was just like, tell me about it. So I was telling him about the plot, and then there are little bits where I was just like, I think this is where she got the artifact from, right? And I was just like, listen, it's been a while, so I'm planning to do a whole reread, and also because I've never actually finished the series yet. It's been on, like, my TBR, like book 2 and 3. But I'm thinking like reading the book and taking you guys through it. You know, we'll split it into sections and take you guys through it before the movie comes out, and then we can like really go in on the movie, especially because with all this beef, like it'd be cool. But beyond that, let's, you know, move past that. Pride and Prejudice. That'd be like so fun to discuss, mainly because there have been so many adaptations and people have picked them apart like left, right, and center. It'll be good to one, if there's actually an adaptation, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is. If there actually is, it'll be really fun to kind of like not only just compare it to the book, but compare it to previous adaptations. Same with like Sense and Sensibility. The thing is, I'm pretty sure it is Sense and Sensibility, but I'm thinking, is it that one or is it Persuasion? I'm just like, I think it's because like I already had like the minute I saw like one Jade Austen adaptation, I already started like to think of all the possibilities. But regardless, obviously we know they're not going to make an Emma adaptation because they had one like literally like what was it, like 3-4 years ago, and it was nice. I actually liked that adaptation. I thought it was like fairly okay, and I enjoyed Anya Taylor-Joy in that. I like her as an actress as well. I really do enjoy seeing her, and I thought that role was like great for her. I felt like she embodied Emma perfectly. Could have been, yeah, but she embodied her well. But anyway, we're losing track. I'm so sorry. But yeah, with all of these books being turned into movies, I think it'd be so fun to kind of just like read with you guys and discuss with you guys, because I just think, yeah, one, I need to like refresh, you know, my memory of what happened in all of the. To be fair, I've read like Pride and Prejudice several times and Sense and Sensibility like twice, so like I'm like not really a refresh of those, but like for like the fantasy books, sci-fi books, you know, the books that were written in the last like decade or two, those ones I need a refresh of because I only read them once. So I think, and I'm saying I think, not I'm going to, because if I say I'm going to, watch it not happen. But I think I'm going to try to, maybe it'll be a new series where we literally just, I read with you guys and say, hey guys, we are going to read these chapters this week. And then we're going to come back and discuss it. I still don't really know how to do lives, because it would be cool to do it on a live, but I still don't know how to do lives, and I've never done a live, so maybe I can figure that out. But discuss it here. Also, we know like Sunrise on the Reaping is coming out. That Hunger Games was one of those books that really got me into reading. I read the book like when right before like the first movie came out, and I was just like, well, amazing. Now, that being said, Haymitch has always been one of my all-time favorites from the first book. I love that man. And obviously in the initial trilogy, we got like basically a summary of what happened to him, so we didn't really know. So when Sunrise on the Reaping came out and everyone was reading, I was just like, oh yeah. So I got it did I get a pre-order? I think I just ordered it. I don't think I pre-ordered it. But yeah, I got it, obviously, getting ready to read it. And then all I saw was everyone just coming online. And I made sure to like avoid spoilers, but I just saw everyone crying. And at that point, especially with where I was at mentally, I was just like, we're not gonna do that. So I was just like, no. I was like, this is not for me right now. And so I opted out of reading it, but it's still like it's been on the top priority of my TBR. Even though like things keep getting like jumped over it, like things keep hot scotching over it. But I think I'm ready to finally read it. Now, if you have read it, I need you to tell me how much should I, because like I said, Haymitch is legit my favorite. Now, you knowing that Haymitch is my favorite now, tell me, how much should I be prepared to want to basically scream at the top of my lungs if you've read it? Just put it in the comments. Just let me know. And we can really discuss that together. But I think it'll be really fun as a way to like get back to like just talking about books on the channel just more regularly, to talk about it together, or like, you know, put a little fun spin on it with like books that are being made into like movies or TV shows. That'll be really fun. Yeah, it'll be really fun. But yeah, for those of you who have read Sunrise on the Reaping, if you like, that's like the first thing I want you guys to answer for me on in the comments. How much should I be preparing myself for like heartache and pain? And then after you guys respond to that, let me know. Do you guys think we should like? It'll be like a video version of a book club. Yeah, I feel like that would be fun. Video version of a book movie club, right? We can. I feel like that'd be fun. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys think I should do it. And while I'm doing all of this, I'm still trying to like figure out how to bring you guys along with my writing. Because like I'm writing, which is absolutely great, and I'm so happy for me. Like, yay, Shelly's writing again. Some of the topics are heavy, so I don't know if I should be like cheering, but like at least I'm writing again. But I'm just like, what do I talk about? And the funny thing is, I've watched videos of like authors talking, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like that wouldn't come natural to me. I'll just kind of like stare at you guys like, oh yeah, guys, today I stared at my laptop and I did nothing. Probably because like the pressure of knowing that I would like be telling you guys what I did that day would probably like stop me from writing anything. And I'm just like, that'll just have me stuck and it's kind of like weird. Yeah, so I'm still figuring that out. But yeah. That's where we're at. I think that I feel like it's good. But yeah, I think I actually might try to do that. So it's the end of this week. So maybe next week I'll start Children of Blood and Bone. And then the thing is, I'm a really, really fast reader, guys. I am. Or I can be a fast reader. Like I can read like a 400-page book in a day, like in a few hours. Yeah. But at the same time, depending on the book, depending on the vibe, depending on my mood, depending on the mood in the book, depending on so many things, depending on what's going on in life, I could be reading a book for a year. I'm not even joking. That's very accurate. And usually when that happens around like month 5, when I finally like really gotten interested, I'll realize I don't remember what happened in the first few chapters or literally the first quarter of the book, and I just start over. But at that point, I'm locked in because I know at the point where it got interesting is where I want to be, and then I get locked in, and that book gets done really quickly, and then I'm just like, why did I not like get into it sooner? That's what happened with me with the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Because the thing is, I'm just like, I love your A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. And I'm just like, so I know this book's gonna be good because the premise is good. And then I started it and it took ages. And then when I went back to it, I'm just like, let's just start back on the first page. Let's just go back to the first page. And then I finished that book in one night. And then I was doing one more chapter until it was 4 a.m. in the morning. And no regrets, because that book was amazing and I loved it so much and I loved how it all came together. I loved how it wrapped up. We have gone past the main topic of the day. I was literally closing. How do I do this? Oh my goodness, I was having it. Oh my gosh. I need to actually figure out why I do this. But basically, I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and it was late. And then so he was just like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. About to just go to bed because he was really, really tired. Somehow I do this all the time. But the thing is, we are used to doing this. But then him being tired didn't help him. Where new topics got to get introduced, and then we just keep talking, and then like somehow it was like 20 odd minutes down the line. He's just like, I was meant to be gone ages ago. I was just like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was my fault. That's on me. I won't lie. He did try to exaggerate the time. He kept saying it was 30 minutes. I'm just like, nah, it was definitely like 15. Like, you can't listen to something like that. That being said, I'm doing it and I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go and figure out like what it is, what to do, like what's the plan for what we're going to discuss next on the channel. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. Okay.